A couple words. One, just want to welcome Russell's family here today. I think everybody is very familiar with Russell's family. His father, Russell Sr., is here. Brother Renard. Russell's longtime agent, Thad Fouché, is with us as well. We also have some people from representing some of the reading rooms that Russell's put in the community. They have joined us here today, as well as some folks from the Boys and Girls Club that he runs his Christmas and Thanksgiving events out of, so they're sprinkled amongst us.
Nice, nice.
And I just think it's a great representation of the roots that have been put down here by Russell and his family. They accompany him in a lot of these different things, his camps and things of that nature, so it's wonderful they could be here. And just before I pass it over to Russell, the thing I just want to stress and say is it's obviously an incredible opportunity to have a player like Russell Westbrook in your organization, not just as a player, we've all seen that evolution, but also as a human being and as a leader. He's, I think, become synonymous not only with the Thunder, but also with the city and the spirit of the city. And we're just overjoyed that he's going to continue his career and his legacy with the Thunder. It's a wonderful day for the city. It's a great day for his family, and we should celebrate it. Congratulations, Russ.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God. I mean, I'm a very, very blessed human being, and I never take that for granted for one. And, I definitely thank him first. Thank all my family and friends. Obviously, my dad is here, my brother, my agent. My mom and my wife couldn't make it, but obviously a big thanks to them people as well. And thirdly, thank the organization, Mr. Bennett, Sam, thank you guys for obviously believing in me, believing in the things I'm able to do. And thank all the fans. The fans are unbelievable to me. They mean so much to me and what I believe in and who I am and the player I've become to this day. And I'm very thankful for that as well. Thank you for all the people that work inside the organization, in the front office, in the back office, the side office, wherever it is that you guys work. I appreciate everything you guys do. That goes unnoticed, and I appreciate all that. And obviously, me being able to come back here is a true blessing. There's nowhere else I would rather be than Oklahoma City. You guys You guys have basically kind of raised me. I've been here since I was, 18, 19 years old, and man, you guys did nothing but great things for me through the good and the bad. You guys supported me, overall through it all, and I appreciate it. And definitely when I had the opportunity to be able to be loyal to you guys, that's the number one option, and loyalty is something I stand by. So thank you guys, and I appreciate everything.
Dean Blevins. Russ, did KD's decision to leave, how did that impact, if it did in any way, in your decision?
Obviously, with Kevin going, it opened up a few things for me, different ways. But me just being able to see the team we had, the guys loving being around them, the fans, the support. I felt like this is the best place for me and the best team. And, I love being here, and this is the place I wanted to be.
Russell, why was now the right time for you to do the extension?
Just to give the city, the people around here, myself, there's no need to wait if you know where you want to be. There's no need to waste time. I'm a straightforward type of guy, man. I'll shoot you straight, and there's no need to go back and forth and try to figure out any other options and create all this hoopla and rumors and all this stuff. This is where you want to be, and that's what I made the decision based on.
Hey, Russ, this is a franchise that obviously believed in you all along, drafted you,
right,
put you in that point guard position. Was that at all a thought in your mind in doing this deal that, they believed in you and you wanted to reciprocate and believe in them? Or how did that play into all this for you?
It was a lot of things that came into play, but it really comes down to being around the guys and the people in the organization. I love my teammates. They go to battle every single night, and the group of guys we have. I'm looking forward to playing with them and continue great things for Oklahoma City. And obviously the organization's done nothing but great things for me and my family. And I can do nothing but respect that and obviously go out every night to compete at a high level. Said I can't hear you. I found out like y'all found out on the news, on the cell phones, the social media. I talked to Kevin, prior to, early on in the process, but nothing after. It's just a text message from him. That's about it.
It's cold.
It's a blessing, man. I can't even tell you if growing up in inner city, Los Angeles, that I'll be standing here and I'll get out the car and see 50, 100 people outside and then come inside and see all you people clapping for me and people outside jumping up and down. I can't say say anything. It's so difficult. It's so difficult for me to explain because I've never been in this situation, and like I said before, I never take it for granted, man. It's nothing but blessings, and I'm gonna continue to go out and give it all I got every single night. That's all I can do, and then just be thankful to be here in Oklahoma City.
Kevin has said that he doesn't know if your relationship will ever be the same between you two. Do you still consider him a friend, and how do you kind of see that relationship?
We've been together 8 years. Just don't throw that away. And obviously now he's with a new team, but we definitely will talk eventually. But obviously now we haven't. But my job is to worry about what's in front of me, and that's Oklahoma City Thunder, my team, and the guys we have here, and focus on how we can get better and how we can improve as a team.
Russell, the opportunity to sign this renegotiation extension, how did this all come together? Were you approached before Kevin's free agency or after?
Obviously this situation is kind of unique. Obviously if Kevin signing here, we wouldn't have an opportunity to be able to do different things, but obviously with him leaving, it created a door for me to be able to extend. And like I said before, man, I'm a straightforward guy, and when opportunity presents itself, if I want to be somewhere, then that's where I'm going to be.
Russ, what does it say about your thoughts on head coach Billy Donovan? And was he indeed out in California some when you and Victor were working out?
Say it again?
And was he also out in California some when you and Victor were working out?
Definitely, man. Coach has been great through the whole process, and he's been great since he's been here of helping me become a better player and a better person as well. And he definitely was out in LA just to come and support, and that's the type of things he does that goes unnoticed, and that's what makes him a great coach.
Hey, Sam, could you just talk about the significance of this day for the franchise, the stabilizing nature of a deal like this for a player of Russell's caliber?
Sure. I think obviously it's tremendous for us. One, that he's been a part of the organization. He knows the city, the community. He knows what it's like to play on the court outside, or behind us, I should say. And I think his commitment and confidence is telling about him as a person. At the same time, we've known him for 8 years. So as excited as I am, I'm also grateful because you have an opportunity for a legacy player to put his stamp on continuing with the organization. And I think his spirit, his competitiveness, aside from being a great player, I've seen him play for 8 years. I've never seen him take a night off. So if you can have that, that's an incredible thing, and that's why I think he's always been such a key part to the resiliency that the Thunder have become known for. You know, we've been knocked around a little bit. We've had some tough times. We've had some tough circumstances. But, you know, he's the propulsive force behind, you know, each day when we come back in. Because I really believe, like, he lives what he says. He really believes in not only himself, but I think he raises the belief of the people around him as well.
Same thing I've always been doing. I've been able to find ways to lead the guys we have now, and for me, it's nothing different. Honestly, man, I wake up every day and try to find ways to be able to help my teammates and help them get better, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do with the team we have now. I love it, man. Those are all great guys, all good guys that's coming in ready to work, want to win. Great teammates, Thunder guys, and that's the most important part. Have a group of guys that want to win and want to work. That's all we can ask for.
Yeah, Russell, here in the back. You've had a great career. You guys have done a lot of great things, but you've sort of shared the spotlight with Kevin as the face of the franchise all this time. Now he's gone, and this, in terms of players, this is your franchise. Does that feel different? And, you know, especially like walking in today, did that feel different? The responsibility and what goes with that, does it feel any different?
Honestly, I play the same way regardless, every single night, regardless of if I'm the guy, if I'm the next guy, or if I'm the guy in the spotlight. And that's just who I am. And today, obviously, is a great moment for me and the fans in the city. But I also know what got me to this point, which is coming in every day and being consistent on what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do for this organization and for the team, and that's winning a championship. The most important part for me is winning, regardless of if I'm the go-to guy. If not, my job is to find ways to win.
Stash.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Those are my guys, man. I love those two guys. I love all my teammates, man. Those guys are ride or die, and me taking that into consideration was huge. I mean, being able to be around the group of guys we have now is unbelievable. I love being around my teammates. I love hanging with those guys. I love going to war with them. And there wouldn't be no other two big men I'd rather play with, especially with those two guys. I have. I love it. I love Ennis, man. He's a funny guy. It gives you guys another side of Ennis that we see on the daily, so it's a great thing.
Did the fact that not only Kevin left, but it was to Golden State, did that make it sting even more?
Sting for who?
You?
Man, listen. I understand free agency. I understand, have an opportunity to go where we need to go. But once that happened, I told Sam, what's next? And to me, that's just my mentality to be able to find out now what's the next thing we need to do to help our team win. And that's all I'm worried about, is to be able to find ways for us to come in and figure out how we can continue to win game and be a great organization.
Russell, do you think your signing sends a message to not only the Thunder base, this the Oklahoma City community and the rest of the state?
Man, I hope so, man. I love where I live. People always ask me all the time, like, why do you love Oklahoma City? What's so great about Oklahoma City? And I say the people. You guys are the nicest people I've ever been around, and I'm not just saying that because I'm here, but just to be able to be around and walk around, and everywhere I walk around, nobody has never said anything to me negatively. Always everything positive, always great encouragement, and that's why I like to be around, man. I like to be around where I'm loved and where I'm wanted, and obviously this is a place for that.
You should just scream, just yell it out. They are out there, so. Sorry.
Bye. I'm not sure, man. Sam and Mr. Bennett in the front office do a great job of always putting players around Oklahoma City that needs to be here, and I'm never worried about that. My job is to go out every night and compete at a high level and try to find a way to win games.
Hey, Russ, for the last couple of years, you guys have been those teams at the top. The new guys, there are questions of how well will this team play. What's sort of your emotion about maybe being a team that chases a little bit but still has a lot of talent? What do you think about that?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I think it's a great challenge, not just for myself but for our whole team. And I think just from talking to the guys throughout the summer, they understand that, and they want to win. They want to get better. A lot of these guys has been through war. They've been in Western Conference Finals, been on the road, and been at home, and been up, been down, and they understand what it takes to win. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited. I wish the season started tomorrow, honestly, so we can kind of get back and get out there. But I think, guys are ready, and I'm looking forward to it. No, I just sat back and waited till it was my time to make a decision that whatever it is I need to do. Obviously, with Kevin leaving the town was a little lost by it, and a little distraught by it. But my job was to find out what was next, like I said, and try to figure out what was the best situation for me moving forward, and it was the best way to help this team, this organization move forward.
Sam, I just got a text from the mayor asking me a question. It's probably more suited to you. Is the roster now set for opening day, or are there more moves to come? Mayor Mick.
Oh, nice. Well, let me just say two things about that, actually. The first is, this has been, I've worked here for 9 years now. This will be my 9th season. And I think stuff like what you just expressed to me from the mayor, in addition to the things that they did today. I'm driving in town, driving here, and there's businesses and different establishments that have why not things on their windows and things of that nature. That's what makes playing and working here just totally different, totally unique. And just, I would say that today is one of the more remarkable days that I've had since I've done this job, just because of the way people have reacted to what Russell has chosen to do. He didn't have to do this. Something that he chose to do, and it's days like today that make you realize how fortunate that you are to work or play in a place that appreciates the team and the players on a level. And you get questions from the mayor as well, which is all, to me, that's what makes working here great. So what I'd say is we're always looking to try to improve the team. That's been the case. The people that I work with are there 365 days a year trying to find a way to make us an inch better. That doesn't change. That's never changed. I think that we'll probably take a hard look at what the team looks like, during the season. Because to Russ's point, I'm really excited about the year, because I think we're going to continue to learn about our team. I think I've got the utmost confidence not only in Russell's leadership ability, but he's gotten better every single season, and I think we're going to see continued growth and dimensions to his game, just given the adjustments to the personnel. And there's, I think, even more room for him to grow, and you're going to see even a better player over time. I think I've got equally as much confidence in Billy and the coaching staff to continue to look for ways to evolve the way we play and the way we approach the game, the way we prepare. And they've been as hard at work as anybody. And then from a roster standpoint, I really, in my conversations with Russell, one thing I think you look at the team is there's a certain element of toughness. I think there's a certain edge to the team. We're probably not going to do it like everybody else. We never have. And I think that's one of the reasons why we've really owned our own success, is that we haven't necessarily modeled ourselves after anybody or followed a certain playbook, because that's the way everyone else has done it. And one of the things that I see with the team being led by Russell is there's a competitiveness and I would say like a ferocity and physicality to our team that makes us different. And I'm excited to watch that, grow throughout the season and also continue to look for ways that we can, keep adding to the talent level.
Russ, I know that you're motivated to play every time you suit up, and you're probably going to tell me that you're going to feel no different about playing Golden State. But given the way that series ended, and given the player they picked up, and just recently, how much will you relish stepping on the floor with those guys next season?
You want to say it, or you want me to say it?
I'd rather you say it.
You know what I'm gonna say, but I can tell you. But like I said before, no game is no bigger, no less, no player, no place. And I stand behind that because I play every game like it's my last, and I go out to compete regardless of who's on the floor, regardless if we're playing Golden State, Philadelphia, Milwaukee. It don't matter to me. My job is to go out and compete, for our team.
Russ, over here, to your right. You talked about how this is the place you want to be. Your contract technically is short term in terms of what you've added on. Do you view this though as a long-term move that you're kind of planting your flag in Oklahoma City?
My job is to be able to find somewhere that I want to be and want to play with a group of guys, and I figured this was the place where I want to be. Obviously, with the contracts and all the new CBA stuff, there's different ways you can do that, but me being able to have the opportunity to be able to extend and be here, that's what I wanted to do, and I stand behind that.
Sam, when Russell says, "What's next?" What's your initial feeling when you get that from Russell? When you get that question from him?
My initial feeling. The thing about Russell is, the way my initial feeling is, this is Russell. He doesn't look back. He's always looking forward. He thinks about. I think that's a confidence. There's a confidence that comes with Russell that I've seen for 8 years. We sit at the end of the season or in a hotel lobby or something, and the one thing about him is he's very direct. There's not a lot of you don't need to interpret things with him. So when he's saying what's next, he's thinking like, okay, so how do we get better? And to me, that was an indication of like, it wasn't like a inquiry. It was like a unification. And so that was right when we started talking about, well, there is one option that we can look at, and I knew it would come as a kind of a surprise to him because it wasn't something that any of us had ever talked about, but the renegotiating extension was now possible. So I said, well, here's one thing that could be next. and I'd really like it to happen, by the way. So it was basically more like he's thinking forward. But again, that there's a component of leadership that's at play here that I don't think can be underestimated. That this was not, something, as I said before, he had to do, or even needed to do. He did it because he wanted to do it, and that was one of the things we talked about. I said, I want you to really want to do this, and he took it in and thought about it, and when he said that to me, I was like, this is great, because these are the terms he thinks in. Nothing had changed, because all the times that we've been together, I don't think I've ever walked out of a conversation with him thinking to myself, like, I don't know where he stands. I don't know what he thinks. I don't know what he means. It was right down the middle, direct, and I think he understood the gravity of his choice, of his decision, and we're thrilled. We're thrilled with how he decided.